Hello everyone, welcome to pharmacovigilance.update. Today's topic is pregnancy diseases. Content includes abruptio placentae, placenta previa, eclampsia, ectopic pregnancy, hyperemesis gravidarum, gestational diabetes, preeclampsia. We'll start with abruptio placentae. Premature suppression of a normally implanted placenta before full term occurs in only about 1% of pregnancies. However, it has a 20 to 40% fetal mortality rate and is a significant contributor to maternal mortality. Placenta previa. A placenta implanted over the cervical region of the uterus, blocking the entrance to the birth canal. Occurs in less than 1% of pregnancies but can cause significant bleeding and require a complicated delivery. Eclampsia, a serious and life-threatening condition that may develop during pregnancy involving hypertension, convulsions, and coma. A less severe form, preeclampsia, may develop but can be managed if identified and treated early. Ectopic pregnancy, a pregnancy implanted anywhere outside of the uterus. The uterine tube, that is fallopian tube, is the most common location, also called a tubal pregnancy. The abdominal cavity is the least common location. Occurs in about 2% of pregnancies. When it occurs, it is a surgical emergency because the uterine tube cannot sustain tremendous expansion like the uterus. Eventually, the uterine tube will rupture with severe, possibly fatal hemorrhaging. Hyperemesis gravidarum. It is the medical term for severe nausea and vomiting during pregnancy. The symptoms can be severely uncomfortable. You might vomit more than 4 times a day, become dehydrated, feel constantly dizzy and lightheaded, and lose 10 pounds or more. This condition can require hospitalization and treatment with IV fluids and anti-nausea medication. Gestational diabetes. Gestational diabetes usually shows up in the middle of pregnancy. Doctors most often test for it between 24 and 28 weeks of pregnancy. Often gestational diabetes can be controlled through eating healthy foods and regular exercise. Sometimes a woman with gestational diabetes must also take insulin. In most cases, there are no symptoms. A blood sugar test during pregnancy is used for diagnosis. Treatment strategies include daily blood sugar monitoring, a healthy diet, exercise, and monitoring the baby. If blood sugar is too high, medication is required. Preeclampsia. It is a pregnancy complication characterized by high blood pressure and signs of damage to another organ system, most often the liver and kidneys. Preeclampsia usually begins after 20 weeks of pregnancy in women whose blood pressure had been normal. It can lead to serious, even fatal complications for both mother and baby. There may be no symptoms. High blood pressure and protein in the uterine are key features. There may also be swelling in the legs and water retention, but this can be hard to distinguish from normal pregnancy. Preeclampsia can often be managed with oral or IV medication until the baby is sufficiently mature to be delivered. This often requires weighing the risks of early delivery versus the risks of continued preeclampsia symptoms. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you like this video. Thank you.